If you need to be able to quickly and correctly simplify fractions, reduce them down to their lowest terms, I'm going to show you how to do it in 3 easy steps. I'm Dr. B, and by the end of this video, you're going to be a pro at simplifying fractions. So let's get started simplifying some fractions. So to simplify this fraction, the first thing we do is find the GCF. That's the greatest common factor. So if I wrote the factors for 4, 1 times 4, that equals 4. 2 times 2, that equals 4. But that's it. Let's try 10. 1 times 10, that equals 10, and 2 times 5, but that's it. So these are the factors for 4 right here and 10 right here. Let's move them over this side. So I'm looking for the greatest common factor that goes into both 4 and 10. So 1 goes into 4 and 1 goes into 10. Pretty nice. 2 goes into 4 and 2 goes into 10. And that's the greatest number that goes into 4 and 10. There's no numbers greater than 2 that go into the numerator and denominator. So now we just divide both the numerator and denominator by that GCF. 4 divided by 2, that equals 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And then 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. And we've simplified this fraction. 4/10, that equals 2/5. And these are equivalent. Divide 4 by 10, you get 0.4. Divide 2 by 5, 0.4. They're equivalent fractions. We just simplified or reduced 4/10 down to lowest terms. Last step, let's make sure it's fully simplified. If I wrote the factors for 2 and 5, the only common factor is 1. And if I divide 2 by 1, I get 2. If I divide 5 by 1, I get 5. So I can't reduce this any further. All right, let's try another one. So let's see if you can do it. Pause and simplify this fraction right here. Give it a try. So first off, I'm going to write the factors for the numerator and the denominator so I can find that greatest common factor. So when I look at the factors, the greatest common factor looks like it is 5. So I'm going to divide 5 by 5 and then divide 15 by 5. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So we've simplified 5/15 down to 1/3. And we can't simplify this any further. That's it. All right, I think you're getting it now. So let's try something a little more difficult. So I'll be honest, this one's a bit of a trick. Give it a try, but don't spend too long. Pause, see if you can figure out how to simplify this fraction. So let's write the factors for the numerator and denominator. And it kind of makes more sense to write them here first. 1 times 7, that's it. And for 23, 1 times 23. These are the only factors. So we want to divide by the greatest common factor, which is 1. If you divide 7 by 1, you get 7. If you divide 23 by 1, you get 23. What's that mean? It means we're already simplified. And that happens sometimes. So just be aware of that. Teachers like to trick you occasionally. All right, one more, last one. Here we go. 18/45. So give it a try. Pause and see if you can simplify or reduce this fraction here down to lowest terms. So let's write the factors for each one of these numbers. So a few more factors. You really have to know your multiplication tables here to move quickly. So let's see. 1 is always in common. 3, that's in common. Is there anything larger than 3? There it is, 9. So 9 is the greatest common factor. We found the greatest common factor. We divide by the greatest common factor. 18 divided by 9 is 2. And 45 divided by 9 is 5. And we've simplified 18/45 down to 2/5. And we can't reduce this any further because if we write the factors for 2 and 5, we see the greatest common factor is 1. So this is in lowest terms. It's simplified. I hope you got that one. Okay, I'm going to put a difficult one up here and then I'll make another video where I solve it. But if you need more practice, jump to the next video. There's a playlist, and then there's a practice video to help you really become even better at simplifying these fractions. This is Dr. B, and thanks for watching.